Good evening, beautiful people. This is Ynez Bevins, the Intentional Woman. Have you ever noticed that the moment you decide to grow, the world gets around you, and everything is louder and louder and louder? From the ping of your phone to the worries in your mind, distractions are the biggest hurdle to maturity. Today, we are going to talk about how to keep your eye on the prize. When life is trying to pull you in a dozen different directions. Let's be honest. Distractions take you off track if you let them. Tonight, we're talking about overcoming distractions. I aspire to inspire individuals to mature with grace and intentionality. And if you want to live with intent, you have to protect your focus. Distractions don't always look negative. Sometimes they look like opportunities that aren't aligned. Overcommitting, spending time on things that don't move you forward. And if you're not careful, you'll be busy, but not productive. And I've had to recognize that sometimes distractions are not always quite visible. So sometimes I have to pause and reflect and then make an intentional decision to refocus. A distraction and distractions interrupt that. You know that. But I stand by my personal quote: intent with focused work brings manifestation. I'd like to share a story with you. This is the story is titled The Master Gardener and the Hurricane Season. And here in New Orleans, we go through hurricane seasons. So I'm quite familiar with that. I want you to imagine a woman who has finally decided to plant a garden she's always dreamed of. She spent weeks planning it. She picked out the most delicate, beautiful roses. Let's say they're a soft blush pink, and she's meticulously prepared the soil. She has a vision for a place of peace and reflection. But the moment she puts those seeds in the ground, the weather turns. First, it's just the pings, the little distractions. An afternoon rain that washes some mulch away. Then it's the seeds, those sudden urgent tasks that pop up out of nowhere, trying to choke out the growth of what she actually planted. And then the wind picks up. It's the worries of the mind, the big, loud thoughts that say, is this even worth it? What if the storm is too big? What if I'm not equipped to handle this? She has two choices. She can spend all her time running around panicked, trying to catch every falling leaf and worrying about every drop of rain, becoming just as chaotic as the weather itself. Or she can become a master gardener. The master gardener knows that the storm is just a distraction from the soil. She doesn't stop to argue with the wind. Instead, she goes deeper. She stakes her plants. She clears the weeds. She stays intentional. She realizes that the noise of the storm doesn't change the quality of the seeds she's planted. It's only a test. Her resolve to see them bloom. We are all that gardener. Our seeds are our goals, our families, and our peace. The noise is just the weather. The question is, are you going to let the loud wind convince you to stop planting? Or are you going to stay focused on the bloom you know is coming? When you commit your work to God, like Proverbs 16:3 says, it helps you to stay aligned and disciplined. So here's our question, and I say our because we're on this growth journey together. What is currently distracting you from where you're trying to go? I would like to share a reflection. Now, I have to be honest with you. I'm not just telling you this story because it sounds good. I'm telling you this because I've had to be that gardener this week. If you were to ask me, Ynez, what is currently distracting you from where you are trying to go? I tell you that my biggest distraction isn't the ping of my phone. It's the anxiety of the pending status. And I'm going to explain that a little bit. You see, I'm in the middle of a big decision. I'm looking forward to a beautiful new home with a porch and a backyard where I can finally see my vision coming to life. But right now, everything is kind of in a waiting room phase. There are credit reports to fix, paperwork to sign, and a pending sign on the gate that keeps trying to whisper to me that I'm not in control. That anxiety, that's my wind. That's my rain. It tries to distract me from the work I'm doing right here with you. It tries to pull my mind away from the intentional growth I'm supposed to be leading. But I've realized that if I spend my time staring at the pending sign, I'm not tending to the seeds of the life I'm actually living today. So I'm choosing to stake my plants. I'm choosing to focus on the grace of this moment, preparing for a Mother's Day brunch and showing up for this broadcast rather than letting the what ifs of tomorrow steal my peace today. If this message spoke to you, stay connected as we continue living with intent. Please like and subscribe. And in the message, type intent. I'm Ynez Bevins, the Intentional Woman. I aspire to inspire individuals to mature with grace and intentionality. I look forward to seeing you guys next time on the Living with Intent broadcast. Take care.